Hey guys, a couple weeks ago I said I was going to start a series of videos on making fishing lures. I thought today would be a good day to start. If you've watched any of our videos in the past, you've seen me standing here or sitting here before, you'll notice the background's changed just a little bit. And that's because I've ended up setting this counter up as an area for making lures. Mainly it's set up for painting. I've gone out, bought a compressor, got an airbrush, started working a little bit with painting some crankbait blanks. But for today I thought we were going to start out with the wire lures first. And we're going to start out with a buzzbait and then a little something extra just to change things up a bit. Let's get started. Okay, let's see if we can do this without me getting my hands in the way too much. I have what they call third hand, and basically what this is used for is in painting, to hold your crankbaits where you're painting them. But I think it's going to work pretty well to help us with this too. So we're just going to clamp our buzzbait in here. That way it'll hold it for us while we're putting all the components together. Now, what I did is I picked up all the components needed, and I'm going to show you what we're going to have. We're going to do your basic buzz blade, but as you can see, it's got a big hole in the middle of it. Well, that's because we're going to take and we're going to put one of these small four-bladed buzzbait inside of it. Now the way these are designed, this one spins one way and the other one sitting inside will spin the opposite way. So you've got two blades spinning in opposite directions, which will give you a lot more disturbance in the water. So we're going to need two of those. Now I'm going to take here and put out a couple blades here, Colorado blades. We're not going to use them on the buzzbait itself, but I have found we're going to need a few beads. As you can see, they go all over the place if you're not careful. So what I end up doing is usually taking one of these and put 2, 3, or 4 beads inside there. And yes, I won't need that many beads, but it'll save me chasing around on the floor for the only one I have when I drop it. And I'm pretty sure before we're done here, I will drop one. Let's see, we're also going to need rivets. We'll need some of these. And basically what you need, the beads and the rivets, what they will do for you, when this is going to be going through the water, everything will be pushed back. So what we need to do is have a spacer between these two spots to ensure this blade sits in the middle. Without a couple spacers, this will push back against and then it wouldn't spin. So first thing is, let's make sure we put it on the right direction now. Everything's going this way. So we're going to just slip this on. Let's get through the hole. Slip that on first. Then we're going to slip the other blade on. There we go, just in case. Alright. Now, let me grab a pair of needle nose pliers, because I have a tough time with some of this little stuff. Alright, from here, we're going on with a rivet. We're going to put the big end of the rivet towards our blade, so that way they're touching each other. That'll leave us enough room now. There's glass bead rolling all over the place. I've got the point to grab a hold of the glass beads with the pliers. Then I'll start looking for the hole. Sometimes that's not easy to find. See if I got that right. These yellow beads, it's kind of hard to see. There we go. And slide the bead on. We got it all in place. From there we just pick the blade up and pull the blade on. Now we have the two blades, the rivet and the bead. And if I can hit it here, there we go. When it's sitting back, this one will freely spin without hitting the others. That's what we want. Alright, we got to that part. Now we need one more thing. Going to grab another rivet and I'll turn around the other way so I don't have my hand in the way. We're going to slide that other rivet on here, and now we're settled in. Now we now need 2 needle nose pliers. We want a little gap. We want room for this to go back. I didn't put anything up front because when you retrieve, everything's going to get pushed back, so we don't have to worry here. What we're going to do, I want a little room for it to move though, so the needle nose pliers, I'm putting them in about right there. That gives me about a 1/4 inch, maybe a little more than that, 3/8 of an inch. Move it up about like, yeah, get it just right. Right about there. Gives me enough room for this to move back and forth. I have a tail. I'm just going to take that tail now, get a good right grip, and I'm just going to bend it down a little bit more. See if we can get it. I'm trying to do this so you guys can see it and still do it as 2 different things. There. I'd like that to be bent just a little bit more yet. Looking for a little more bend on it than that. I got to turn it around. You might not see it as well, but I want to be able to get a better grip on this thing. So let me do it this way. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, we're going to put a little bit more grip on it later, but hang on for now. Alright, we're going to get a little more bend on that after. It won't come off, but I would like to see a little bit more bend there. Alright, now the key is, as you can see, everything's going to spin. With the gaps we have in there, the inside blade will easily spin. As you can see, it'll spin even if the outside one's not, and the outside one spins too. Now, one final thing we're going to do. We're going to slide this back up. I'm going to slide this rivet all the way here. Get my right needle nose. And now I'm going to grab a hold of that so it can't move forward. I want it at the far back. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to smash it down. There we go. Now that I've mashed that rivet down, it's not going to turn. What that'll help me do, when this goes back and those two touch each other, now since they both won't turn, that'll now eventually can cause a little bit of noise, a little squealing or squeaking where one goes against the other. Just a little bit extra noise. So the only thing we're missing, we need to put a skirt on it. Let me slide this back out of the way. I did pretty good. I just built too many of those. Skirts. I'm going to show you a couple things on skirts. First, I want to tell you, some stuff you can get it in town. I want to show you, here is the catalog I work out of. This is Barlow's tackle, and that's where I've been getting a lot of the components. So that's where all the components came for this. You need to put a skirt, and here's where I want to show you why it's good to go somewhere. Now I can buy skirts like this. I can buy them through Barlow's. I can get them there. Other places, actually I can go to Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops, and I can buy skirts like this for there. But I want to show you these that I purchased from Barlow's. Let's see, we got black. Let's make this a blue-black one, huh? Let's dig down here and go blue-black for this skirt. There is a difference in skirts. Alright, this at Barlow's side is called a 5-inch umbrella skirt. Now the difference is this skirt technically would have 40 strands to it. There's 40 strands in that skirt. This skirt has 60. So I've got 1/3 more skirt than I have for this one for about the same money. Now this one, when you usually put it on, you'll go down through and they say take the short end, and then this is supposed to go like that. Unfortunately, when you put your hook through there, usually these things are standing up. They'll eventually go back. But the umbrella, and it'll be hard for you guys to see it, there are actually, here's a whole set of skirts down here, a rubber deal, and then another complete set of threads on top, or strands on top. So there's 2 total strands. To me, that gives it, everything's that full out appearance. And to me, I really like the looks of that, so that's why I bought those. Decided to do that. And we're just going to slip it over. We got to get it through that first deal, which is going to be tough. There we go. It's getting there. You want them to get on there good and tight, and that is one thing I kind of like about these too. They stay on there, they get on there pretty good and tight. But there we are. There's a Buzzbait. Now, say, okay, well that's good. What what do I got into this thing? Well, I wrote it down here. Let me get a card out. All right. The Buzzbait proper. What do we got? I got a Buzzbait here. About $1.47 for the Buzzbait proper. I get up into here with all the parts. If I do everything but the skirt, I've got $2.75. That skirt is 65 cents. So when I add that onto it, I've got right there, right now, I've got $3.40 into making that Buzzbait. So that's not a bad Buzzbait, I don't think, for $3.40. I'd make them all day long for that. And as I was mentioned, 65 cents for the skirt. I've seen these a lot of times in your stores, and there's like 5 skirts for $4.99 or even $3.99. So if I'm finding 5 skirts at $3.99, what are we looking at? 80 cents a skirt, and here's a skirt with 1/3 more strands on it for 65 cents. So anyway, everything that I've done right here, as I told you, came out of Barlow's Tackle. I will take down in the description, and I'm going to link everything down in the description. If you want to make something yourself, you can go over there. I'm not saying that's where you're going to get your stuff. That's where I got my stuff. I've liked their products. They've got a good product. You can pick up everything there, making your own buzz baits. We're going to get in later. We're going to make some spinner baits, and I've done some of the same stuff there. But today, I got one thing I want to add. One little bit, something different to do. What we're going to do, let me move some stuff out of the way. Let me see where's, there we go. We're going to take the famous $1 Walmart Buzzbait. There you go, look at there. That's $1. What did I say that was? $3. I'll spend $3 for that over $1 for that. But we're going to do something with this $1 Buzzbait, because everybody's got a Walmart close by, right? All right, so let's get the price tag off it. Let's get this skirt. See what I mean, those skirts, when they're like this, they always go the other direction. So let's take the skirt off. Get it past the hook. Come on, buddy. There we go. Take all that. We'll throw that stuff away. Leaves us the bare deal. So what we're going to do with that? Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to improve it. I'm going to make it better. Yeah, I'm going to take this wire cutters right here. We're going to cut that off. You know what we're going to do with that? We're going to throw that away too, because that isn't worth anything either. Now, what we're going to do, I did leave a little hook on the wire, and the reason is I need all the wire I can get. Alright? But I can straighten it out. Alright, hang on just one second. Alright, had a heater go off and I didn't want all the noise. You guys wouldn't be able to hear me then. It is a little cold here. Yeah, I had a blizzard the other day, so it's still plenty, about 7-8 inches of snow on the ground. Alright, there we go. Taking that Buzzbait and I've made it better. What are we going to do with that? Well, I'm going to have to lay it down. Let me get my third arm out here real quick. We'll put this on here. Yeah, let's see if I can get a bead. See if I can get a hold of one of these. Find a hole on this thing. Should use different colored beads, it'd be easier. Alright, let's take that bead. I'm going to slip that down there. Remember that? That little plastic jobby? Let's throw one of those on there. Now we'll throw another bead or two. But let me show you here. I got it finished over here. I got another one. I had to do one first to make sure you could do it. The hardest part, you'll need at least 2 needle nose to get a loop on this thing. That's the toughest part to do. But once you're done, oops, get a hold of it so I got it in the right spot so I'm not pinching it. There we go. We'll just take that. We got a little buzz on the front. So you can do that. We'll put a skirt. We'll take a skirt off one of these other skirt like this. Let's see. Let's just take one right here. It's kind of going chartreuse. Let's go with that color skirt. Slide this out of the way a little bit. Let's slide this thing up on there. See if we can get that up on there good. There we go. And there we go. I kind of like that. I'm actually maybe I'll put a soft plastic trailer on that. I kind of like that. I think that's kind of neat. So we just basically took a $1 Walmart Buzzbait. Now, you want to change this a little bit? How about we take this? Let's go back over here. Let's take this. Let's take that off. throw that in there. Let me see if I got them. Yeah, I got something down in here. Hang on, get down to my components tray here. If I can get them out of here. That's little stuff, I'll tell you what. Hard to do sometimes with my fingers anymore. Yeah, this one's kind of big, but we'll do it anyway. I got 2 of them. Alright, let's take a, how about we take a Colorado blade? How about we put a Colorado blade underneath that? Or, you know, like your MEP spinner blades or something like that. We'll put a few more beads. Now we might want to put 2 or 3 beads on here and then put this blade to get it up farther. Throw another couple beads on it again, tie it off on the end, and now you're going to be sitting with almost, you basically made an inline spinner. Another thing I saw in the Barlow's catalog was propeller blades. I can buy propeller blades. I looked, they're 17 cents each for a propeller blade. So let's say we put a propeller blade on there, put your skirt on, and now you got something to get more of a top water. So you can take that $1 Buzzbait out of Walmart, get rid of the other junky stuff, keep the good parts, and now let's put a buzz blade on it. Let's put a Colorado blade. Let's put a propeller blade. There's so many things you can do to make this, you know, something worthwhile, and it's something different. I mean, you probably haven't seen something like that in the store, I doubt very much, or maybe not exactly like it. And it's something, again, you're making it yourself. You get the enjoyment of doing it. Sometimes I look at that and I'm saying, what I consider is that I'm thinking outside of the box. I'm going to come up with something different. Bob has a totally different name for that, but we won't get into that here right now. So there we go. We got Buzzbait, showed you how to take your components. As I said, everything came from Barlow's. There'll be a link down in the description to all this stuff if you want to make your own. Some of these same components, if you're going to do something like this, propeller blade, Colorado blade, all the components you'll find there also. You just got to run into Walmart and buy one of those $1 Buzzbaits. Then again, I suppose you probably already have one because you bought one and then found out it wasn't really worth anything when you tried to put it across the water. So, give you an idea for a few things to do. When we come back next time, we're going to start talking about the compressor over here and the crankbase. Now, I've been playing with them a little bit. Let me get one out to show you what we have here. Been playing with them a little in the last week or two, and I showed you the basic blanks I've been getting and what I've been doing with them. So I've been playing with them a little. Here's more of a medium diver. I did this one more of your bluegill type colors. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that with the lighting. And done a few, let me go here. Even done a few, this would be this same blank right here. So we're going to get into that the next time. So if you're not a subscriber, you want to see that, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it. Then you'll be ready here for the next time. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to our channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.